Hi, I'm Micah, and for all of 2017, I did this photo project called How It Feels to Be Free, where basically I documented my emotions every day for a year. The project started as a response to the 2016 election. I saw that a lot of my friends on social media were very angry and upset over the results, and I couldn't really join in with them in feeling that same anger. Historically, Black people aren't typically allowed to feel anger. If they show anger, they are labeled as angry Black people. Angry Black man is a very common trope, and I wanted to challenge that. So I used the project as a way of saying, hey, I am more than an angry Black person. I can show 365 different emotions, and I documented it the entire year, not repeating a word at all. When doing the project, I knew that there was going to be a day when I would want to say that I'm angry. I mean, the entire project was based on this whole project, the whole idea of like the anger as an emotion. So I knew there would be a day when I would want to express my emotion of being angry. And funny enough, the emotion never came up. And looking back, I was trying to figure out like, why is that? There was definitely were days when I felt angry. Like I know that there were days when I felt enraged, but I never allowed myself to really show that. There were days when I would show belittled or down or disenchanted, and I realized that those were emotions that were related to the anger. Like those were the feelings that were the response to the anger, like why I was feeling angry, and as opposed to saying I was sitting in the anger itself. And I come to realize, I think it's because we've been taught since forever that to be angry means you've lost control. And I don't think that's the case. I really think that that's a false notion that we tell ourselves that, to be able to be in that that emotion of angry means that, you've just lost your mind and you can't control yourself. And I challenge that. I just don't think that's the case. There's a really famous quote by James Baldwin that says, to be Black and conscious in America means to be full of rage. And, doing this project for a year, I've come to realize that, yeah, I do have rage, but it doesn't control me. It's part of who I am. It's part of my experience, but it doesn't stop me from doing what I do. Just because I'm angry doesn't mean I can't smile. There was one other emotion that eluded me through this entire process, in addition to anger, and that was the state of happy. Similar to anger, I really thought that there would be a day when, I would have a moment where I'm like, oh my God, like this is what happy is. I was saved for that day. And then, yeah, there were days when I felt blissful or I was in a really good mood. But I just didn't want to use the word happy because sure, maybe I feel that way on March 2nd, but what happens on August 5th when, something major happens and I can't use that word, right? So I just kept saving up for that. But I think in that process, I've really began to reevaluate my relationship with happiness and what it means to be happy. And looking back at 2017, I wasn't ever happy. And I know saying that out loud, it sounds as if I was sad or depressed. And no, that's not the case. I was always on the spectrum of happy, but I just was never, I can't say concretely in 2017 that I was happy. And even looking at 2018 now, I don't feel happy. I mean, I'm content. I'm in a really good space. I'm feeling upbeat. I'm feeling campy, but I'm not happy, and I'm okay with that. And I think this project really showed me, what it means to be happy, and really, I've really reevaluated that feeling, and I'm looking forward to the moment that I could truly say that I'm happy. Like, who knows what will happen? I don't know what's gonna make me happy. Maybe it's the wedding proposal. I'm not that I'm dating anybody. I mean, if you want, I'm single. But who knows? I don't know what it's gonna be, but we'll see. How do you feel?